Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Tropico 5 in the Sandbox super hard difficulty, and going with a relatively kind of liberal approach this time around. We're not going to go with a crackdown police state. We're going to try to keep people actually happy while making a whole bunch of money. Is it possible? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. I have my doubts. This whole thing may come crashing down, but at least there's not going to be as many problems with rebels, ideally. We do have to win those elections, though. Actually, here's a question. Can we even issue martial law? Oh, it still allows us to do that. That's really interesting. I'm definitely not going to go for the building permit or any Swiss bank account stuff at this time. Although, interestingly enough, how much money do I have? Can I level anyone up? Not quite. I think it's possible to get level up cost down to 10,000 bucks, but we don't have that in this particular situation. Go get some more ships going back and forth. That's a lot of meat output. And that will give us enough money that while going to the negatives, which is okay, we can plop down our textile mill right next to the cotton plantation. And we are already getting some wool from our llama farms. And there we go. In fact, I suspect that we have enough stuff here to empower the textile mill. At some point, we might want to double up on them, actually. Double llama. Well, we already have double llama. We could go triple or quadruple llama. Oh, output queue is filled again. We really do need that second Teamster's office. Because right now our economy is actually hurting just because we're not getting things done quickly enough. I think we'll just unlock stuff. And, oh, the compass as soon as possible. We only need one more technology for the compass? Yeah, so, tell you what, we'll pick up the steel mill, and then the compass, and then we'll fill in some other stuff after that. Actually, then we'll pick up socialism, because the literacy program is really powerful. We want to unlock that as soon as we can. Get the education happening much, 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 much faster. So, we're still broke. But that's okay. I mean, we're building up our industry. The textile mill will be incredibly powerful for us. And then, yeah, we do want to get the Teamster's office. I'll probably put one up here. Expand our housing, because the housing quality is still not great, as you can see there. Get down some tenements, and then put down some parks around them to make sure that they're, like, super happy. Oh, look at this. So much wool. No! My monies. We need to get it to the dock so that we can make some cash. All right, let's go ahead and super speed it. I mean, being in negatives is pretty standard for me, and I really should potentially adjust the play, but, you know, you got the money, you spend it so you can make more money. Still the way that I think. Dun-dun-dun. Let's get that wharf going on. Could do the drift netting, but I don't think we're going to want to do that. I think the food situation... Oh. So food happiness is very good. Healthcare is still kind of Housing is not terrible, but there's some unemployment certainly, and the housing situation will still be bumped up, especially to complete that quest. We're going to see what we can do. And we've got unemployment, which is quite nice because we want more people to work in our places. Hopefully we get a bunch of people that move over to the textile mill right now. Come on, finish. Thank you very much. Needs to be high school educated workers, but that's okay. Oh, there's no one working at the cotton plantation for a sec, I think. I think people were moving around. I don't know if we'll do the more pollution thing. We may do the workshop expansion at some point, rather than build that second textile mill. That makes sense. Obviously, we don't want to do that quite yet. And yeah, we don't have a positive money, but that's okay. I'm still going to build another Teamster's office, because that's how I roll. Can we get it to fit in here somehow? My sources say no. We can do this, though, and I think I'm going to be okay with that.
Giant tropical spiders, Presidente. We have a crisis. We have to act fast.
The Axis hate us and might invade us. Hey, I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. Okay, I'm going to reset the Teamster's office pay to be normal. Wow. Wow. I could build an embassy and invite them in. Try to suck up to them. What's our actual relationship right now? Hostile. Yeah, that's pretty bad. They hate immigrant nation, democracy, conscription, atheist state, all citizens vote. Whereas the allies love me. Wow. We don't have much of a military. If we did get invaded right now by the Axis, we'd probably lose. Wow. Okay, well, hopefully these ships bring in some real dough here. I can get another row of towers up. It's got to be done before the invasion happens is the problem. Wow. Oh, guys, what are we going to do? I don't want to sink our economy. I mean, I'd like to just build an embassy and just have them be like, listen, guys, stop being so jerky. We can be cool, right? I can build the embassy. I can praise them. Okay, let's do that real quick. And I will issue the edict. Issue bonds. It's expensive. Embassy. I don't really care where it gets built. Next to the fort. Up here, near the palace. Maybe we'll put it near the palace over here. Yeah, I think in this orientation. I mean, it would look better facing the road kind of this way, but this is just so much more space efficient, and it doesn't matter. Top priority, construct.
We have a perfect business opportunity.
Okay.
We can make a huge profit of the misfortune of others. I love this stuff.
So we can export 5K tobacco to make friends with the Axis, which might be a decent idea here. I mean, I am very allies oriented, but I don't want the Axis to invade me. Or
Perfect business opportunity.
export milk.
We can make a huge.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tobacco one. I already have a couple of tobacco farms.
Right where we want them. Time for a little gouging. I really should see about getting myself a villainous laugh.
I would love to increase the output or the price of tobacco by 20%, which is usually what I go for. Plus, it makes people on my island happy. But I really don't want to get invaded. So I'm going to have to do that. Cold. All right. Right now, the invasion threat is still there. I think they will start to pull back. And it should drop. I mean, it doesn't hurt to play both sides a little bit. If I can keep it above 40, then it opens up a few different trade routes and things like that. But yeah. Ooh, maximum number of people working at the textile mill. Fantastic. Really, 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 really good. That is really quite exceptional. So the housing quality here should be, yeah, plus 10 from the beauty, and that's something. People would elect me if there was another election today, right now, so that's good. We should be making some decent money. We got protests somewhere. Right over here. And we got a strike. Negotiate.
According to my calculations,
I can do that. Actually, our entertainment kind of sucks right now, so let's go ahead and build an opera house after all. And yeah, I'm going to build it here because these houses, I'm going to bring them around this way and make kind of a bit of a block. So hopefully that'll be good. The strike at textile mill is really bad.
my books on psychology say I should offer you a reward so you'll start making smarter choices more often.
Are we going to build more industry buildings in the next 4 years? What could we build? Maybe a cannery? Cannery needs electricity, though. A second textile mill? Oh, we can do the cigar plant, because we do have tobacco. Okay, I'll take that. I think that'll be better than more high school educated workers right now. And you're just striking at the #1 moneymaker for me, which kind of stinks.
Your family's rather rollicking love life has led to an unexpected pregnancy.
I will build a church. And actually a church this time. I think I was confused because if you get this during the colonial era, they want you to build a mission. But afterwards, it wants a church. So I will do that. And I will build that right away. Plus, we are going to want some more just religion, happiness stuff. What is this? The opera house. Yeah, finish building that. And then also set the church to high priority. Make sure those two things. I don't think we've got any other construction on the go. No, okay, it's fine. So yeah, just build them both. I mean, the church is the one that's on the time limit, but the opera house is nearly done. And it's technically one of the protests that were happening. There we go. Made lots of money. Still have a little bit of sovereign debt. I don't think I'm going to pay it back right now because I feel like I still have to be able to respond to things. We do have the quest for the rum distillery. That's right, I forgot about that.
Our research team developing new materials was wondering why this steel girder kept getting bigger and bigger until it hit them. They will be missed.
Alright, so I would like the rum distillery for the quest. Plus, we've got the discount on it right now, which is nice, but we need sugar for that. So I think what we may want to do is see, first of all, can we get the sugar? And the answer is yes. We've got a couple of different decent places for some sugar plantations. Although some of it is where I was planning to build some of my housing, which kind of sucks. Right behind here is not terrible, though. I can't tell. I guess I can rotate the view around. Herp-a-derp. So say if I'm losing some of my squares to the mine. It looks like even here I still get maximum squares. Okay, let's get one of these up and running right away. It's interesting that it even goes into the fog of war. Just so we've got some sugar supply kicking around. Then we'll build the distillery, and then we'll probably build another couple of sugar plantations, which will probably be more than the distillery can handle. But that's okay, because we can always export the extra. Church is being built. Yes, good. All right, we're at normal speed. Excellent. Housing happiness still sucks. If it keeps getting any lower, then the quest will actually fail at some point, which will be terrible. If we get a little bit more money, I'll do the urban development edict again. And also want to build the cigar factory. This church is going to finish on time, right? Yes? It is, right? I wonder if we should just... Oh my god, that's too expensive. Axis warships left. Good. I should have sent in the army right away and wait these guys out. You know what? I have some money. I'll wait these guys out. Eventually they'll stop striking. Our production will kick up again. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I can chill. Finish that church. Come on. Go, go. No, seriously. There's still a construction person there, right? 99%. Thank you very much. Yay! And I get a new air.
As the air was born, all animals became quiet. A light shone through the skies, and La Chupacabra herself went to the crib and bowed to the infant. At least, that is what we will write in the history books.
I will take the foreman. Global effectiveness of production buildings increased by 1. Sounds pretty handy. That mustache, I definitely want that for Lucio. I don't like the greaser outfit, though. There we go. Sort of a workman suit. I like it. Fantastic. We got the church. We want to upgrade these at some point. I suppose we might do that now. Oh, you know what we can do now? We've got a little bit of money. I don't want to queue up more construction. We're going to go and finally implement the pollen. No, hold on. Housing, industries. I'm forgetting here. Well, upgrading one of those is not bad because it's going to help everything nearby. Look at this. Location, this. 200 effectiveness, which is actually the cap, I think. 159. Oh, this doesn't have enough workers. And how's this guy doing? He's not self-pollinating, so we'll want another one. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll probably set this one up to be pollinating because it's not going to boost itself. And that's okay because it's already at 200, which will help the other one. You know what? Let's just do it now. It's fine. Plus 50 from there. Let's just get the worker penalty. No, that'll be pretty good. Okay. Go pineapples. You have nothing right now? No, you're fine. Just haven't like updated or something like that, so that's okay. Got sugar over there. Housing happiness still sucks. I should probably work on that to complete the quest to get people to like me a little bit more. I don't know when the next election will be. There's probably somewhere you can check. Maybe the politics screen? I don't know. Oh, right, in the sovereign debt. You know what? Let's take that. What am I clicking on? I'm clicking on all the things. Edicts, sovereign debt. I'm going to buy back our bond. Take care of that right away. Fortunately, we paid the interest once in January, which kind of sucks. At least I think we did. More citizens, more money. More profit being made here. Actually, we could really go with the workshop extension. No! Housing! God damn it, Quill. I think housing first. No, money first. Always money. Let's do the rum distillery thing. We got sugar. We got sugar in the output. We don't have quite enough cash. Very close, though. We've got a ship coming in. I'm not going to do the industry edict. We'll wait on the cigar factory for later, but we will want that. Hopefully we're still getting the 20% off. I hadn't even checked. I think this works. Let's do that. Bum, 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 bum. Church. Community aid is good. Again, increase the housing. Increase the budget as well, but it's pretty good. We'll do that as well. We will have to get some actual proper houses around this church and a few more over there. That'll be the next thing. I promise. Oh, housing happiness already went up a little bit just from doing that with the churches, which is good. And yeah, if we can get some more housing around there, it would be quite nice. We could also buff up the budget just to quickly complete the quest as well if we wanted to. Actually, if we electrify things, then it would be fantastic. But that sounds like a lot of money. Those power plants cost so very much. Housing quality. Ooh, that's actually going up. Look at that, guys! My houses actually don't suck completely. How's our politics going on, too? Neutral and warm. Actually, that's pretty good. Well played on both sides. And a tornado. The other thing I just realized is we did build that embassy, but we didn't invite anyone. I will actually invite the allies. And I won't praise them, though. But that will keep them at 80, which actually opens up a few different trade routes. If I pull a ship off the meat, this is to the Axis, but it's rum, which I'm setting up for. Okay, we'll do that, and then maybe we'll praise the allies. No, they're still okay with us so far. Okay, we'll babysit that. This tornado is not feeling quite as dangerous as some others.
I am back in the game. I can now accurately predict rains of cattle, shack, and furniture.
Look at this.
Across the entire island.
No one died, no buildings damaged. And we got $1,000. That tornado made us money. Best tornado ever. Some of our high school workers went away, which is a bit of a shame. High school itself is working not quite at max efficiency. No reason to increase the pay there. We could increase the pay at some of these, but that's alright. Oh, some of the workers went to the rum distillery. It's probably smart to put this in sooner rather than later. It's a lot less raw resources. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's housing first. Before I forget once again. So, urban development issue. And we'll actually get some... Oh, wait, we can't do apartments yet. So, tenements it will be. And we'll get them set up near the church. I'm going to row like that, I suppose. And I know that we're probably going to want more entertainment. And while the tavern doesn't do very much, it's handy in that it tucks in perfectly in those sorts of spaces like that. You see that? And then what we'll probably do is get some gardens behind here. We can actually probably go with large gardens. I'll put a large garden in the middle. Let's take a look at what kind of different looks we can have. Can we have anything bigger? That's just a tree, a little path, big tree. There we go, a nice big one. And there's still room on the other side for more tenements. We'll do that. We'll see if we can't, if we want to buff the beauty a little bit more than this after the fact as well. Keep everything wonderful. We still have money. This is great. We never did the tobacco thing, but I think I'm okay with that. You know what we can do? These are cheap. Let's do the shaving pens. Make people a little bit happier over there. Upgraded. The country houses can be they can be modernized to houses. We could modernize all, and that would be another good way to get our housing happiness up. So I think I might just wait to do that and do it as one fell swoop. They will start to require more food. Oh, we should get a grocery up and running up there. That's a big boost to food quality. Food quality is not bad overall. But you know what? We'll do that anyway. And yeah, we definitely need another grocery. There's my money. Let's go ahead. Actually, I'm quite curious to see if these tenements by themselves will be enough to increase the housing happiness as people go away. Or rather, leave their shacks. We'll build a grocery. Where do I want this? It's kind of awkward. No, you know what? This is fine. Because then what I can do is I can put a park behind it and then more houses up there. And there were some shacks up here as well. I'm going to not overdo it on housing. I've done it before. Well, let's... How many homeless people do we have? 33. Yeah, so these are actually too many buildings. Let me cancel one. Because it's 12 per. Okay, and we will put one up top. One tenement right over here. just for convenience and distance walking. Well, housing quality is going up as people are moving in there. Good, good, good. And again, the other thing we can do is just increase the budget massively, and that will make people a lot happier. Just complete that, make the communists happy. I mean, we're not particularly or specifically targeting the communists this time around. Hell, they already love me. They like immigrant nation, conscription, atheist state, all citizens vote. They don't like the happy childhood. They would like harder workers. We have a lot of communists. It's a good thing we're actually keeping them happy because it's a big core of our voters. That's what happened last time too. It's like I kind of like the idea of sucking up over here, but we don't have enough of them. Maybe as we build more industry, more people become capitalists. That's entirely possible. You know what? Let's go ahead and modernize all right now. Costs us a lot of money, but it's instant. Doesn't take up any construction workers. I'm hoping this buffs the housing happiness a lot. Doesn't mean they don't grow their own food, so there's going to be a lot more upkeep there. We'll see how it goes. Wealth required. They have to be well off. Oh. Okay, so more people are going to be actually kicked out of their houses, and then we'll have to go live in tenements. But then the well-off people will be able to live in a nice house.
Discovered the compass. It was in your cabinet behind the plans for world domination and under the bottle of rum. I have lent it to our captains so they don't have to navigate by their sense of smell anymore and can use bigger and better ships.
Excellent. Dry dock is very, very good.
Prohibition has started, so now is the time to flood the markets with illegal alcohol.
It does piss off the Allies, but man, is it ever worthwhile doing.
I received word from my dear comrade-at-arms, the leader of La Resistance.
20 soldiers, we get Allies relations and a little bit of money back. So now all of a sudden building the barracks. Oh, we're already pretty high on soldiers. Oh, I forgot, the guard towers count as soldiers. Still, it might be time to build at least one barracks. No, we're pretty safe. Anyone who's poor can live in the tenements, and that's perfectly okay. We could do mortgage subsidies and things too, but that's alright. Oh, we've got families living here again. Housing happiness pumping up a little bit. Still needs a bit of help. You know what? We've got the second Teamsters office, but we still only have one construction office. Which, honestly, is probably a good idea. You know what? A slower construction cycle is probably exactly what I should be doing. Just out of curiosity with the tenement here. It doesn't show me the beauty overlay. Oh, that's annoying. If I built the more gardens, it would. Yeah, but it's nice and green over here. Good. So those houses are actually getting a pretty big buff. Plus 11 from beauty. Very nice. A little more entertainment because I'm sure we need that. I want some restaurants and stuff too because they are pretty efficient space-wise. Because they do support more people than the tavern. But I just like how the taverns are nice and skinny there. Textile mill. Still don't have enough high school educated workers to really buff that up. I don't remember. Did we get... No, we don't have socialism yet. That's too bad. We've got the rum going. The housing happiness is going up. Look at that. Oh my god, it's almost like we know what we're doing now. I do have to make sure I keep developing my industries, though. Let's go ahead and put down some more cotton plantations. I'll leave a gap for a road over here. Actually extend the road out right now. The other thing I have to be careful about is my food production, because that's something that every now and again I lose track on. I don't notice the pop-up that people are dying from starvation. And then next thing I know, massive, massive rebellions, and everything is horrible. So I'm still not going to worry about the mining right now. Hell, it's keeping the environmentalists happy. I mean, that may change. Bauxite over there. I don't know if we've got any iron. We do have a full reveal now. We've got lots of coal. We've got more gold. Oh, okay. Iron over there. You know what I might want to do then, before this runs out? I'm going to demolish this gold mine then. Since we do have a second one, I will want to do the jewelry thing. So we're going to wait on that until we get into the Cold War era when we can dig deeply and greedily. Both in terms of upgrades to these buildings, and there's an edict that you can do a geological survey, and that will give us a lot more gold on the island. So we'll do that. Because we've been doing okay. I mean, part of it has been the gold exports, but let's take a look at what our exports are looking like. Cloth is the number one, rum second, pineapples. Gold's not even making us that much money, so we're going to definitely wait until we've got the jewelry thing going on, for sure. We could potentially, actually, build a college at this point. There's not a whole lot of demand for it yet. if we could slowly start educating people, college-wise. Yeah, we'll put it up there. And the other thing, we don't yet have a police station. Crime appears to be a slight problem. So let's go and drop it maybe there, so we let the road go by. And then we're broke, because I want to build another one up here as well. So we can start to identify some people, but mostly just keep the crime levels down. It will impact liberty a tiny bit, but we can put down some sort of sensitivity edict or something like that. Or maybe more just media stuff. We only have the one newspaper. We do have a newspaper. Yeah, right over here. Actually, liberty is doing pretty well there. It'll go down with the police and also anyone who's near these stations here. We might want to build a newspaper near this stuff. Who is protesting? What do you want? Increase crime safety. I am working on it. That works out very, very well. So yeah, ideally your military buildings are not near your houses, just because of the impact of liberty. No, overall though, I like how things are going. Still only have the one construction office. Maybe we do need a second one. There's some long distances involved here.
Elections are coming, Presidente.
Keep going with the environmentalist. Construction office. I feel like we should be able to tuck it in there. Arr! And do that. I don't know if that's where I want it. Can build more llama farms there too. Let's go and... Alright, that'll be okay. Ally sent me some money. Good. Elections are 50-50. It's definitely not great. Expenses are high. Crime safety, entertainment, healthcare is still very poor. Alright, let's get the police station up and running, because that'll increase crime safety. And a second clinic would also be huge. And I would like to have it up here. I think that will address a lot of the problems. Let me put it sideways this way and give us room for a road. I'm going to quick build this one, actually. And hopefully we've got some college-educated people kicking around.
Clinics? Just grow a pair, people. I once had a whole sea urchin stuck in my foot. But did I go to clinic? No. Then, when an over-friendly llama attacked me while I was removing the urchin and I had to fight it off, did I go to clinic like a crybaby? No. And when I finally had to run across the entire island after the llama came back with his friends in stilettos, no, I just went to my secret rum stash and drank it all. Like all Tropicans should, instead of going to a clinic like a bunch of pansies.
Oh, she's hilarious. Food quality is definitely dropping. Might be not as much food, especially since they're not growing their own. And we don't have a huge variety. Apparently we only have cattle ranches. That's true, actually. So probably want to do a little something about that. Come on, build the police station. Actually, here's what we can do. We can quick build the construction office as well. We did get the clinic up and running, which is nice. I could cancel the no free lunch, actually. Which is probably just an idea. Let me run a little Mardi Gras. I might have to smear campaign to win this. We'll see how it goes, especially once these buildings get actually finished here. Build me my police station! Housing happiness is getting there. And actually, if we can complete that... Hang on. Let's go and... Boom. Bump that up by 10 at all tenements. Because it'll give us a bunch more respect. And all the houses. We'll get them all going. Because it's going to be communists, and we have a lot of communists. No, the communists are already 100% with me. It's literally not going to make a difference. But it still increases housing quality, which might make them like me slightly more, and there's something to be said about that. 47%. Crime safety improved somehow, even though we haven't quite finished the police station. Got the churches. How is the religious happiness? Not bad. Yeah, healthcare. Well, I addressed it over here. And it's still maxed, so let's go and pop that in. I would like to do the obstetrics, but we're going to have to wait on that a little bit longer. I think the healthcare stats take a little bit of a while to increase over there. Come on, police station. I should have just bought you, but you're kind of expensive. Wow, there's no crime at all over there. I might just want to build a second police station down here. I guess we'll have to see what happens when that finishes. Alright, quest for the housing is done. I will drop the housing money, or the housing maintenance, as soon as the election is over. After all, I am a politician. It's what we do. I could, like, increase more pay everywhere to make people slightly happier. 10-penny opera. So even people who aren't... What's the requirement right now? That's wealth provided. Wealth required. Have to be well off. No, I think we'll leave it where it is. Still need a little bit more entertainment. We're at 48%, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and do the radio dispatch to increase the radius a little bit more. And I will rush by another police station. I don't know if it's good in the long run, but in the short run, it's definitely going to be important. I'll put a space there for a future road. Quick build. Go, go. Also, we've actually got a mission for it. There we go, which completes, which increases the love of the someone's. I don't know, it just went away. Oh, militarists. Good. I don't know how the militarists were feeling about me before. Well, they're indifferent now. There's not a lot of them. The religious people definitely don't like me very much, unfortunately, and they're a big block of voters. Okay, we're going to be okay now, but I've got to keep an eye up on that. We've got the community aid running already. I mean, we've got religion. We don't have a cathedral or anything. Can we even build a cathedral right now? Or is that later? Cold War. Yeah, we're not even capped on these. I'm actually really surprised that the religious people aren't happy with me. I suppose there might be some edicts I could do. But no, actually, they're not even unlocked, so even the religious people don't care. All right, we got some money. We will be reelected. And with that in mind, actually, let me just fast forward to the end of the elections, and what we'll do is we'll put a cut after that happens. And then, oh yeah, I'll have to remember to drop the housing, actually, before I cut here, because there's a good chance I'll forget forever. Exporting rum. Still don't have the soldiers or the barracks. And that will be handy to do. I've got some money. You know what? We're going to drop down one barracks right now. I'm going to try to keep it a little further away from my housing just for the Liberty things, and this seems like a good place. Maybe I'll try to... Not going to be able to put two side by side. We'll keep them relatively close together so they walk en masse, and they're not too far away from the palace. We can absolutely win without cheating. Everything is fine. Nothing to worry about here. Does increase my expenses to have more soldiers, but that's okay. Yay, the Allies sent me some money. Boom! So we got 55% of the vote this time, instead of just 51, so that's an improvement. We're going to go ahead and drop this down to a more normal amount, and we will call that election, or this episode, done. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.